Hey everybody, this is the stock picks for the week of 9/28 to 10/2. This is Brock. Twitter is at don't follow me at Don't Feed Bear. Let's go ahead and jump right into the picks. But first, first we want to take a look at the S&P 500 chart. Let's take a look at the SPY chart. So as I posted this earlier in the week, we're going to take a look here at there's two different Elliott wave theories going on, and either one shows kind of a bounce coming up. So we have the wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. So a fifth, a bounce is coming soon. That is one of the possible options. The other one is this kind of pink Elliott wave theory going on right here, where we have the correction in these purple boxes, which, as you can see here, they are almost equal. So that shows that we could go down the S&P 500 just a little bit more. It's still possible to go down a bit more and then bounce up. But either way, a bounce is headed our way. So that's what it looks like right now. There's going to be a lot of volatility coming up in this week. There's a lot of stimulus news that we need to pay attention to. So just be very careful out there. Don't over risk. Okay, let's go ahead and jump into our picks. So for this week, we're going to go ahead and go with Salesforce, AMD, Starbucks, and Square. All right, so let's start with Salesforce. So let me go ahead and just open up the chart. Okay, so for Salesforce, great company, had a power earnings gap. Right now it's in a falling wedge. As you can see right here, we wanted to break out a little bit more, but we had that kind of correction in tech, and right now tech's looking a little strong, had a great Friday. It's still within the falling wedge. It can break out any second now. I expect it to consolidate a bit more, maybe even dip a little, and then take off. So keep a close eye, buy the dip. Don't overcommit. We don't know what to expect this next week. A lot of volatility coming up, but Salesforce is looking strong. It has a lot of momentum. It's looking good. All the indicators look very strong. Okay, let's go to the next one. AMD. I've been pumping AMD for a while. I think it's huge stock. I think this one's ready to explode. So let's go ahead and take a look at the chart. If you look here, we have a falling wedge pattern. We also had almost a breakout, and then we kind of, dip down here. We're in falling wedge, power earnings gap. Sorry, forgot, can't see this. So power earnings gap is right here. Try to break out, and then come back in for consolidation. I think we got a little bit more consolidation, and then it's going off. Right now, momentum squeeze indicators are, flashing a lot of sirens right now. Everything's looking as if it's going to go up. October 8th, it has a new product being released. So keep an eye out for that. It can act as a really good catalyst, especially if people really like what they're doing. There's a lot of positive articles out there, a lot of growth with AMD in a lot of different categories. AMD is looking extremely strong. I am big on AMD. I have options. I have shares. I am huge on AMD. I think this one's going to take off. So, but just be careful. It may have another dip still in it, and as we say, we don't always buy the dip. So. All right, up next, Starbucks, good old Starbucks. Those pumpkin spice lattes actually bring in a ton of business. Surprisingly, that is one of the buy one get one free, and the pumpkin spice latte are the two biggest, bring the most business in. I know that's surprising, but hey, that's people love pumpkin spice lattes. So right now, it came down for an ABC correction, as you can see in the yellow right here. And it's looking like it's heading up to go up to wave 1 on the Elliott wave theory. It's set up pretty well. Indicators look good. I do think this dips maybe a little bit more and then heads up. Um, it feels like Starbucks right now may consolidate. So be patient with Starbucks. It may not blast off right away, but let's give it some time and maybe not jump in right away. But who knows? Maybe it takes off on Monday. We don't know. Like I said, a lot of interesting stuff going on in the news today. So I'm in news this upcoming week. So we'll see. All right, and then the last one here is Square. Square's looking great. Everybody's using Square now with the COVID trend made these digital payments very popular. So I think this is looking good. Set up very well. Clear ABC correction, and it looks like it's heading up for wave 1. I think a lot of stocks are starting a new Elliott wave theory. It's showing a lot of strength that we're going to head into a very bullish territory soon. We could have a lot of green days coming up, but a lot of it's going to ride on that stimulus news. So let's not get too ahead of ourselves. Let's still be patient. Just keep an eye out for any news that you see. Earning plays, we've got Micron, Pepsi, and Bed Bath & Beyond. So for Micron Technology, they do a lot of business with China, so there's a little concern there. But overall, they've shown very strong service sales and a lot of different categories. They're doing very well. I expect them to beat earnings. Pepsi, they took a little bit of they took a hit because of COVID. A lot of people weren't buying the on-the-go drinks and stuff you would get at stadiums and concerts, football games, stuff like that. So they took a little bit of hit. Their snack categories went much higher, but I think now that people, things are opening back up. Obviously, it's still no football games. Some are allowing some attendance, so you're going to start to see Pepsi kind of coming back up. So I think they beat earnings as well. Bed Bath & Beyond, I think, is set up for the future, but I think right now they're still they're going to reflect some of the damage from COVID. Um, they did hire a new CTO, which is great because they're focusing on, e-commerce and their digital sales. So that shows that they want to do better and they're, adjusting for the future. So that's good. Kind of curious to see how they do earnings. I kind of feel like they may not, they may barely beat them or they miss. So let's see how they do. Okay. And the last one is our honorable mention picks. SPAC. SPAC. A lot of EV players got hurt bad because of the Tesla news. So be careful on this one. But SPAC seems set up in October. They're supposed to change their name from SPAC to Fisk for the Fisker car. That could be seen as good news that can help them move up. But they also could go down. EV plays have been hot, but with Trevor, from Nikola, causing all that problem and him stepping down and them getting investigated by the SEC, now a lot of people are questioning SPACs. So just be careful about that. Save right now, it's been trading in a channel. It needs a stimulus. That's what it comes down to. There's nothing. If it gets stimulus, this thing's going to rocket. If it doesn't, this thing's going to tank. And there's talks of possible bankruptcy. Save financially is in great shape, but it's a concern. Boeing, looking good. It needs to pass certification. It just got a huge, multi-billion-dollar contract. It's looking good. It took off. But again, without that certification, it's going to tank. So that's why it's on the honorable mention. And then the last one is Johnson Johnson, Pfizer, and Novavax. We're hitting on stage 3 of these trials. All of them, I think, are going to be winners. One of them is going to be the lottery winner. I don't know which one though. So whichever one you pick, if they're the ones that get it out first, their stock is going to rocket. So just keep an eye out, and there's a lot of news going out. There's a lot of good news, bad news, different updates on a vaccine. So I would say just to be careful on which stock you choose, because one of them will do really really well, while the other two might do bad if their trial take this step backwards. So just be careful with that. This upcoming week, like I said, we could have a vote and for the new $2.4 trillion stimulus plan. It's possible. I don't know if it'll happen. Um, with Friday being such a good green day, all indices were very green. It was great. It's a great way to end the week. How does Monday look? That's going to be the question. Do people now sell because finally they can make some profit, or do they believe that the market is done with the correction and heading into and going on a very long bull run here? So let's take our time. Don't over risk. I'm here, on Twitter. Reach out if you have any questions at Don't Feed Bear. And then just have a great week. Have a great week, everybody. All right, talk to you later.